I'm not currently dropping any frames, so that's good, I guess. There's the 100. Still no drop, so we'll see what happens. Infinity hole there. Okay. Hello. Good morning. I'm being hosted by somebody,
Vietnam?
but I missed who it was.
That's just me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that was somebody's following me. That's true. I may want to pop out Twitch chat. I'm sorry. Again, one more
Well,
thing.
whatever works for you. Let me turn this up a little. Yeah, I can see your chat, so when people ask questions, I can answer too.
Do they not have a way to make this stay on top?
Nope.
Oh, crap.
I have a program I could install later to help you with that, but not right now.
Alright. I don't need that. Don't need this. One less thing to worry about. Hopefully. Oh crap. If you wouldn't mind then, I guess, if there's anything super chat related, I doubt I would need to.
Oh, there we are. I've been
Yeah,
looking
over
at
on
the
the
map
side.
trying to get it to move. I forgot because it's been like 4 weeks.
Sorry, yeah, you guys had just killed the. I don't even know how you would explain it.
Plesiosaur.
Huh?
Yeah, the plesiosaur.
Yes.
Wall.
The tentacles in the walls and everything, and
we learned that fire is good.
It seemed that when you did kill that creature, the goo and whatnot that was on the walls in that area seemed to dissipate as well with its death.
Okay.
And as I said, there's a few more paths in that main hallway that go off further into other areas of the cave that the Ratman Templeton has said that there should be more creatures there that he apparently thought he cleared them out, but he did not. It would seem. What's that?
I can't move it by grabbing it and dragging it. That's why I was trying to do.
Your piece? Oh, yeah. You gotta scroll
my piece grabbing and dragging, yes, but the map is what I was talking about.
Unfortunately.
So, like, to the south of us, there's going east, southeast, and then southwest, like over here.
Yeah.
And over here. So, and up here, just under us, too, is a one going east. So, I vote we check the nearest east-going passage.
Templeton, we'll go back out here.
I'm surprised he was in there with us. He seemed like a real brave fella.
Well, to be fair, I mean...
They move my people. Unless you want something to happen before I get there.
Moss and Mary, roll a personality check for me if you would.
Okay, character sheet. Personality. Ooh.
A 17. I don't remember what your personality is. So...
I'm not
seeing... That's just going to be a D20.
You're going for a total.
Yeah, on your character sheet, you'll have your personality. You can just push the button where it says mod, and that'll roll for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ooh.
So a 2. Um, what's that?
Rolling a 2.
So, Mary, you don't kind of notice, but now that you mention it, Dr. Moss, you did find that kind of strange that it sort of seemed that Templeton was kind of half-hearted with his attempts at assisting in that fight.
Okay.
He was there. He made a showing, but he just didn't seem like he was taking the event seriously, so to say, I guess.
Oh, this stupid thing says Kith, and it gave me Kith abilities on my sheet, and there's no such thing. I was like, when did I have a detect traps / hidden foes skill? Okay, that's not. I have to ignore that.
Where's the which?
Don't worry about that. My sheet is weird.
Okay. Oh, for the panda?
No, on the bat, because there's no 0 level character button to choose for your class.
I see. But so you're thinking this area here is what you're looking at?
Yeah.
I
forgot who had the light. I think it's Melody Bright Spots there. Can I rename my tokens?
Oh, I think so, because I've got them set to be player.
Oh, it's what's on the character sheet, which is why it's got the. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay. But anyway, that is a very, very narrow corridor or tunnel. It's essentially a tunnel. Like, it's up off the ground a little bit. You would have to, it's like 6-7 feet up on the wall.
Okay.
And really only Melody would probably be able to fit through there.
The red panda?
I would assume anybody that's not like a
beefy.
A large
Mary size?
Yes, Mary size, pretty much. Yes.
Actually, we could shove the
Max could get down there.
I can't remember what the dog is.
That's the jackal. Yes.
That shouldn't be that large either.
Max.
Okay. I'm getting back there. I'm just.
Max is the cheese stick.
Yes.
So we can shove the panda rug or the cheese stick.
He ate the whatever it was that was flying through the air and got laser vision,
true.
I believe.
He does have a He does have one attack that you could use in front of him in a narrow spot.
Suddenly laser vision.
It was Anima that ate it. Max just kind of thought about it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the vulture. I forgot. It makes more sense.
Yeah.
Derp.
And here, I was thinking Laser Jackal was a good name for a band.
It is.
I was gonna say it's right up there with Rat and Yellow Jacket.
So
Laser Jackal and
the Laser Jacket. Yeah, there you go.
Which small animal do we want to shove in the tube?
Well, is this a Richard Gere joke or something? Or
wow.
Nobody's made those for years. Come on.
Oh, I like how old you are, John. That's great.
Not old enough, or just very young enough? Which is it? Okay, so yeah, like I said, your options are more than likely Max or probably Melody.
Well, okay.
What?
There's one problem with sending Melody down the tube here. Unless it's a wet paper bag, anything she encounters is going to be hard for her to fight.
It's going to murder her.
Well, she's got, well, yeah, she's got 2 hit points, but she's doing about as well as anybody can be expected to.
Rock, paper, scissors for it?
No, I can send the band in. It's just she's gonna clog the tube if she's stuck.
Get a plunger up against there.
We'll just send Max. He's
Okay.
he's fine with that.
All right.
I was gonna ask, that ability I have as a bat that is obviously not on my damn sheet.
The echolocation thing, or
Do I get that now, or do I get that when I'm level?
yeah, that's I think the only real difference with the Primal Tales stuff is if it's listed as a attribute for whatever your primal animal is, you get that at 0 level.
Okay, because that was a question. You aren't a dwarf until you're a level 1 dwarf.
Yeah.
So I wondered. Can I use that? And I guess that would be like a personality check or an intelligence check to try and sight in there before.
Yeah, you can do that.
On hearing-based skill checks, roll a d30. Echolocation, glide. Do you have the book?
No, the Primal Tales book or the regular book?
The Primal Tales book.
No, I believe that's in there on the either the printer or the bookshelf. I saw it. I thought.
I have to unhook myself from my ears.
Oops.
I mean, you should have the PDF.
I can still hear you too, but you can't hear me.
Okay. It's always me. I'm always looking for something in the book.
There's nothing wrong with this.
Special. Yeah, try finding the presence attacks in the hero system book.
Yay.
Gotta do the cooking by the book.
It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake.
Barkeeper.
If you won't be lazy.
Shark, sheep, sea lion. Okay. Ooh, I could be a sea
Oh
lion.
my.
Like interrupt every conversation. It just says echolocation. Hearing plus 2D.
So yeah, that would just mean you'd roll a d30 for this
That's
check.
hearing.
Yeah.
So I roll a d30.
Yeah, like I said, I'll allow it. It makes sense to me.
Roll 1d30. Oh,
A 2?
23.
23, Jesus. Plus your personality is a 16?
My personality is a 13.
Okay. So that's still enough for a +1 bonus, but either way. You can get an idea, because it definitely is very narrow going down the tunnel there. But instead of it doesn't like actually open up like it is showing there. It's a dead end at the end.
Okay. Do I have an idea of how far back that is?
Let me break out my handy dandy measuring tool here that I think I have, or I should have. For S, dear louder. There we go.
You're gonna eat Estee Lauder?
Yes, for Dur S, der Statue of Liberty. So you got it's at least looking like it's at least about 100-foot tunnel system back there.
That far, but okay.
Huh.
All right.
Through the wonder of imagination, you can.
Okay. So I could at least tell whoever goes in how far they expect to go.
You get the idea also that there is there's something in the back of the tunnel, not like a person, but there's something stowed away back there, basically.
Okay.
Or stored or whatever.
It is not an animal. It must be mineral or vegetable.
But it also does seem like there's that goo all along the tunnel too. So, if you're going in there, Max, give me an agility roll, please.
That's Mary.
Ugh.
He just rolled with Mary.
Oh yeah, wrong Mary.
Hold on.
There you go. That's more like it.
Yay. It's not Mary's day.
So you're able to hoist yourself up in there, and as as disturbing as it feels, like, crawling through a vat of gelatin, basically.
Depends on what you're into, I suppose.
Well, that's true. Never, don't shame.
Yeah, I won't bring that up again. Sorry.
No kink shaming, of course. You're able to get down again to the very back of the tunnel, right about to here at the bottom of the map. If it does kind of curve and everything. I can't remember. I'm guessing you're able to see in low light.
Jackal?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
Let's see. I have heightened senses, plus 1D vision, but
Okay. Well, that means you roll.
I don't know.
Die step higher. So instead of a 20, it's a 24.
Well, I was gonna say, I'm assuming you're not sending him in there without any kind of a light source, but
Yeah, 40 movement, heightened senses, which is a 1D for hearing and scent, not vision.
there in the back of this,
He can smell what the rock is cooking. Okay.
yeah, Anima is in heaven, with the smell of decaying flesh and whatnot everywhere. That's just vulture delight. But there's a large, it looks like what you would consider a rat's nest. There's cloth all over the place. Just bedding, rags, burlap, that sort of stuff piled all over the place.
Let's see. Can I roll an intelligence to see if it looks recently inhabited?
Yes, and yes, you heard correctly.
Okay.
Nice.
Oops, 3. I'm not sure what would make you kind of let you know that it was used recently, because everything looks like it's been disturbed. It looks like somebody took about 8 hampers worth of clothes and just like strew them all over the place. So.
Oh, that's familiar.
Yes. Come on, it's only 2.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second here. I need to grab. Where's my yardstick, bubble bath, flugelhorn? Any of those things will do. Okay. Rolling for effect. Only not really. I want you, please. As this is going on, the rest of the party that was in the open chamber notices something. And
Is it pizza?
No, your guide, good old Templeton, does not seem to be anywhere around.
Okay.
Well, can I move closer to the nest, or have I used up my move by?
Oh, you can
over
go
here?
further in and keep looking around if you want. Yeah.
Okay.
As long as we're not in an encounter, you don't have to worry about your movement.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
once we're in a fight or something, then we have to track our movement.
All right. I'm gonna explore a little further.
You just want to kind of pull around some of, or pull through, or look through some of the what do you call it? Piles of rags, I guess, or yeah, that's what they are.
Yeah. We'll see if anything fits me.
It's all. They look like it's most of it's like the size of a bed sheet, essentially. Anything that's like an actual, like, article of clothing is either torn apart or just ripped to shreds. Same thing, I guess.
So you said about bed sheet size?
Yeah, there's a couple of things that are about the size of like a full size bed sheet. If you wanted to make a cape or something out of it.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so.
Toga party.
Burlap chafes me so.
No, what are we thinking here?
Toga party.
Oh.
Of course, how silly of me. Gosh. Bloop.
I can actually move. I can look at the map even though my characters don't know what's done. Why is my chicken?
It's funny you should mention that. Anybody in yes,
oh, no.
Anybody in that hallway, when you look down to the south, you see coming from the two tunnels they're about 5 feet tall, walking on their like rear legs. They look to be a combination of a grizzly bear and a chicken.
Okay.
Earcocks.
I was gonna call them chicken bears, but no copyright.
Okay, what part are they? Do they have chicken legs? I'm just trying to visualize.
We're looking lower back part of a bear with, like, from the front.
Oh.
Front half is like the Rhode Island red with the wattle.
Okay, so it's similar to an owl bear.
It's basically an owl bear, yes.
It's a chicken bear.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's better, because I imagined a grizzly bear with a fluffy butt walking on chicken. Sorry, should I roll initiative?
Unless you don't want to deal with this slightly disturbing threat, then yes.
Oh, which one of these? I believe it's this one. Oh, good.
What did all good?
I've got an 8 for initiative.
Yes, the initiatives.
Which is stupid because I rolled with my least good initiative character. But that's alright, that's fine. I am dumb.
Come on. Add turn. What did you say you rolled? I'm sorry, an 8.
An 8, yeah.
You only have to roll for one of your highest agility.
Yeah, I didn't roll my highest agility, but we're just gonna let it go.
Come on, take that off.
It doesn't like the token you made me.
Apparently, but tough.
I'm sorry I missed the stream where you made that.
Me too. And then that thing gets a... Alright. They're going to move. What we got here? there. And there. That's the one. Okay. Moonwall. Come on. Where's my roll? Okay. Oh, shoot. 1 second. I'm sorry. Pulling up pre-production here. What's that? What happened?
Nothing. Keep going.
Okay. Fair enough. Going to roll. Might as well. Oh, there it is. Why did it not? Of course. So the one chicken bearcock. What are we referring to them as?
It's your creation.
I don't like the bearcock.
Well, chicken bear then. Do these things lay eggs?
Well, that's a question for another day, I suppose, or another time. It comes up to Moonwallow and tries to rake at it with a big old bear claw, and it misses, thereby making it... Whoop, come on. Dr. Thistlemoss and Company. Your turn.
Okay. Let's have
Bing. A 17.
Hit it with a 17.
A 17 will hit. For 4 points? Okay. What?
Lost crossbow bolt.
Yeah, that is a miss. What were you attacking the thing with, Moonwallow?
I'm sorry, the one in front of Moonwallow, yeah.
I just couldn't remember what type of...
We're using firing in a melee.
You were using
roll,
your claws or your short sword.
I'll say short sword.
Okay.
We're not using firing in the melee rules here. It didn't look like I didn't have a clear shot, but...
I am gonna have to say roll your attack again, see if you put a bolt in Moonwallow.
Alright. Whoops, sorry. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
The good news is it still has 1 hit point.
Ow! I can't help it. Now everyone is deaf or dead. Or both.
Official's gonna move, having seen this.
Well, I was gonna say, the good news is Moonwallow's got his short sword up to the hilt in this thing's rib cage, and it goes limp, but unfortunately there's a crossbow bolt that gets lodged in his back, and because I'm guessing that was a critical, right? Yes, that was a critical.
Please don't make me roll on the crit.
No, I won't. Not for this.
Kill the guy.
Yes, that could potentially kill. And while I would like to do that, I'm not going to immediately. I'll do you one better. Like I said, his attack did manage to.
Slow down. His attack.
Yes, Moonwallow's stab on the Bearcock did kill it, but the bolt kind of surprised Moonwallow, and he's taken down by the bear corpse falling on top of him. So you've got a Two Towers Gimli situation with orcs laying on top of him, essentially.
Okay.
And now it would be Mary's?
Melody,
sorry.
Melody's gonna move over here since she saw Argent go down. And there's not much she can do to render aid at this moment.
You can try and roll the bear corpse off of him, I suppose.
Is that a strength check?
It would be. A 5.
Whatever she initially rolled.
A 2.
The next 3.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, you're doing what you can. You're trying to summon that strength there. So, we are to Mary and your Mary band.
All right.
So you see that bit unfold.
All right. I've got plenty of movement to go get within range here. And, let's see. I'm gonna go haul off with my hammer again.
Alrighty.
Let's see.
Nice.
So she winds up and tries her best to knock the beak right off of that thing.
4 points. Okay. Let me acknowledge that here. Plop. Come on. Alright, we're at 4 points on that one. Anima or Max? Max has got a little way to go if he's going to come on back, but Anima can work.
Does Max even know what's going on? Can he hear this battle?
I'm gonna say you maybe heard like the crossbow being shot off, echoing down the. Because I'm guessing the sound carries fairly well, at least down that way. So he hears a commotion either way.
I think that the meat might mean that the echo
to deafen the sound.
Yeah.
Is meat? I was gonna say, is meat a better sound baffler than foam?
You gotta figure it's got close, right?
Well, this is solid muscle. There's no fat to it, so.
Yeah. Anima would normally try to just hang back, but Mary gives him a look. So
don't you
he
dare.
reluctantly closes in, so he can use his pitchfork.
Ah.
Alright, let's try that.
Ooh. A 6, unfortunately, I don't think is quite enough.
I'd rather be making hay while the sun shines.
Like I said, with Max's bonuses to hearing and whatnot, I would say that he's aware that there's something going on back out the hallway.
But now that we're in combat, he's limited to his move.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's looking like you can get there with one move.
Well, no, if he doesn't have an attack, he can use...
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. In one move, and then there with your second.
Alright. Get over that cheese stick. There we go.
So now the sounds of pitched combat and begawking are much more pronounced.
I like the chicken.
Sounds of beer cock clapping.
Yes, there is a... So we're done with that. We're done with that. Back to the bear cocks. Bear cock, sorry. I'm gonna get demonetized now, thank you.
Because we were making a fortune doing this.
Well, I was.
Alright.
That's what I was doing on the side.
Show us your bear cock.
Yes, well...
I want art of these, by the way.
There probably will be at some point. Who knows? Who can tell? Alright, I need to go back to this tab. I'm sorry. Let's just go here. It's, for better or worse, going to try to attack the one that hit me. Blop, blop. Blop. Uh-oh. Everybody okay? It sounded like a gas leak of some sort. Oops. Anima.
What I don't understand, you're using the in-game roller and you're using physical dice.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm doing the GM roller,
I see.
so it hides the roll.
I can understand that for most things, but not combats.
What do you mean?
I can understand if you were rolling to see if we noticed something.
Oh no, like I said, I'm
Combat's kind of out in the open. That's all I'm saying.
okay. I mean, I can turn off the GM roll, I guess.
It's all right. I wondered what was going on, that everybody else was above board and you had hidden rolls.
Well,
There are some times when you'll have to make something, but
what's that? I didn't hear what Anima said. John Hughes.
I said it's a John Spiracy.
Oh, possibly. So I rolled a 17 to hit Mary, and I did 4 points of damage.
Oof.
I don't know if that kills you, or if that is unalive.
Let's see. Yeah, I only have 3 hit points. So.
The Bearcocks managed to bring you down. Why did I do that?
because it's a funnel.
Yeah, but I was pulling for Mary.
I'm sure many people are.
Dr. Thistle and Company, you're up.
Yeah. If I... Archit's gonna make a strength check to get the thing off of him. That should do it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Melody is going to intelligence check to try and bandage up Argent's wound without doing more damage.
Okay. 14. Oh, yeah, you staunched the bleeding effect.
Not that bleeding is anything in here, it does.
Nah.
I want to feel useful with my least useful character, okay? And Dr. Moss is going to take 2. Nope. Just 2 steps this way and stab it in the ass.
Okay.
I know I have a... Oh, I don't have a... I can either bite it in the ass or cudgel it in the ass. No. I don't think I hit.
Thankfully, you managed to miss with both. So that's your 3.
Yeah.
I would say Mary & Company, but Anima & Company now.
Okay. Let's get Max for the...
You can get out of the hole and be there.
Okay.
I don't know if you've got a ranged...
I do, I've got a crossbow.
Oh dear.
How do you like it, boss?
Oh no.
What was that? You got quiet at the end there, John.
I said, how do you like that, Moss? You're shooting into melee combat.
Alright, let's take a pot shot with this thing. Let's see if I go flying. Alright.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's a critical miss. You gotta roll in the fumble table.
Yeah. I got the book here.
Good, because I don't even know what fumble table is.
I don't even know what a fumble table is. Roll a d4 and add or subtract your luck bonus.
Okay. And my luck bonus is nothing.
Okay, so a 1. So, you just miss, and the bolt shoots into the ceiling and just kind of gets embedded in a chunk of organic material in there. I'm going to blame it on the fact that you've never seen anything like this before, and just kind of startled, perhaps. But
I got really bear cop. Alright.
Good night, everybody.
Well, this seems like a good time of running to use my roof.
I'm a charging my laser!
So, as far as I know, I'm still level 1, right?
Level 0.
Level 0, yeah.
Level 0?
But,
okay.
So you'll do just 2d4 damage. Roll, just a d20. It'll be just like a ranged attack.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So that's good. So now roll your damage, 2d4. I can't remember. Did we decide that this came out of his mouth or out of his eyes?
Mouth, I think.
Because he ate the eyeball.
So 6. Okay, good. So yeah, you just open up your mouth, and everybody else, there's kind of a really brilliant light blue flash of light that streams out of Anima's mouth that you've never seen anybody do something like that before. And it smells a lot like you're in a KFC for a moment.
So this is important. Right before the beam emerges, the air starts to waver in front of his beak, and it like heat waves, and then like these little tiny particles come out of nowhere and get sucked into his beak. And this high-pitched whine comes out of nowhere, and he braces his legs apart, and he cocks his wings up, and then fires the beam. And there is a distant choop sound.
Shoo. All down to his tail feathers, they light up blue.
Can't hear you.
Me neither. I just said all down his tail feathers, they light up blue. Okay.
A little bit of afterwards.
Yes. Congratulations. So far, you managed to kill off these two bearcocks.
I need a drink of water.
I'm going to do 0 level chance for rolling over the body here.
Alright.
You're technically not supposed to, but I just gotta double check how that works again. Sorry, one moment. I believe it's a luck check if I remember.
Ooh, I got a question. I forget,
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to give my luck to others? Or do I have to be a level 1 thief to do that?
Yeah, you have to be a thief to spend luck for a halfling, technically.
Bugger it.
Yep. Sorry.
Can we just sacrifice the red panda?
Are you talking like ritualistically, or? Because, this is starting to get dark real quick. We're on game 2.
Sorry, I'm sure she's a wonderful character. She's got a 3 strength.
Okay.
I would think it would be a fort save.
Nah,
honestly.
it is. Make a. You know what? I'll say both of you make a luck check for Mary, and if you really want to, make a luck check with Melody.
With Melody?
Yeah.
Or for sacrificing
Yes.
the bear?
Yes, just
No.
to see if something happens.
No. She's got bandages. I mean, she can be a paramedic.
With
a paramedic.
With a 1, I'm saying that yes, through some miracle of miracles, you're able to save Mary. With, like I said, with him rolling a 1 on the luck check there. Paramedic, yes.
Paramedic.
I suppose you don't need strength to be a cleric.
I'm going to... Unfortunately, though, you are going to...
Does someone need surgery?
Well, kinda, but the bear teeth are in... Hey, there you go. You get some... Make bear tooth necklaces. Wait, there's no bear teeth. Bear claw necklaces, sorry. Well, you don't know that. You haven't looked at their mouths yet. Maybe they got teeth in their beaks. That's even scarier.
Find their nuggets.
Yeah.
That's the question. Does this taste like bear or chicken?
Bear nuggets. Well, I did say it smelled like you were in a KFC, so... Last thing, do a roll D3, Mary. I know I'm making it... Because you are going to take a permanent stat loss to your stamina.
Oh, that's a bad hit.
How much am I losing?
Just 1 point. It's plenty, but it's just 1. I don't know. I don't think that knocks you into another bonus category, penalty category, as it would be.
Doesn't seem to. I'm still at negative.
Yeah, 6 is still -1. You gotta go down to 5 to get -2. So, okay. So Mary is somehow alive, but you look like you've been made into shredded wheat. with that being said, everyone gets 2 experience points.
Hooray!
Yay.
We have level 1 characters. You want us to pick a main now, or are we still funneling?
Go ahead and choose one of your guys to do as a main, and the other 2 that are still alive will be kicking around still.
Okay. Hang on a second.
Uno, no problem.
I'm just coming up with a god name.
Ah.
Female names.
Female carrier.
No. These are terrible.
I just created an infinity hole again. Hooray.
Iffy is not a god name.
Could be.
Aona. I don't start with 1 disapproval, do I?
Your base disapproval
it gave me
1.
3 spells already. Those aren't spells. Okay.
Who are you looking at? Melody?
Yeah, I'm filling out for all the classes.
Oh. No, well, I was going to say only level 1 of your guys up for now, but...
But I know what they're going to be. If I pull them back out of reserves, I know what they're going to be. So I might as well do it now instead of later. I have a question about the primal. Can I make my lucky weapon my unarmed attack? Or there's that primal warrior that does that.
I think it's the primal warrior that has that thing.
Yeah, okay, I'll get to that later. I'm not going to play with Argent for a while. Let me just save his sheet. I close this and open it, I should say, right? Was Argent? Yeah, okay. That's that. Oh, I gotta fill in the thief abilities, don't I? God bless America.
Let freedom ring.
Oh no. I just wanted to get the thing for the priest out of the way quickly, and then I could come back later and fill out the whole business. Alrighty. I need to look up the perks, the frickin'... I know that Lucky Roll Barn Under the Loom does something. It's like a lock-picking thing or something.
Oh, that's cleric. Keep going back.
Okay. I'm gonna go borrow somebody's book. Be right back.
What was your number?
What's my number?
Yeah, for luck. Does it say?
Oh, I get a +1.
Born Under the Loom is for skill checks, including your thief skills.
+1. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna get the book because there's steep stuff I gotta fill out.
Okay.
Somewhere should have the quick start guide actually. In my bag.
Anima, did you have any clue what you were wanting to play?
I'll stick with the vulture, I think.
And do you know what class you were thinking?
No. Remind me of the options.
Well, you could keep being one of the primal Tails classes if you wanted to do that. And those I think are in the Discord. or the books in the Discord for that. Otherwise, the ones from the book here are a cleric, which is your healer buffer basically. Your thieves, which are your backstabber, sneaky guys. Warrior, which that's kind of self-explanatory there.
I know you got multiple copies of the rule book. Where are the other ones?
They're downstairs. You can take this one if you need it.
Well, I would have borrowed the one out in the living room, but it's got gold leaf on it.
Oh. But they're down in the basement on the shelf. There's your wizard, which they're spellcasters, of course. And I think that would be it, because you can't really be an elf and you can't really be a dwarf or a halfling as a vulture.
Mm-hmm. Well, a wizard could be fun.
A vulture wizard you'd basically be a Skeksis. That's kind of what I'm picturing. Which is interesting, to say the least. Because that's the thing with wizards. They will cast spells, but they also, if you fail to cast a spell, you can get corruption, which will basically like twist and distort your body into even weirder shapes and forms, or worse, I suppose. But that'd be kind of interesting. If you're wanting to go with wizard, I don't know if it would update your sheet automatically or not.
I'm looking at the Primal Tales classes too. There's
a
mage thing. They have
there's
Arcaster.
The Arcasters, I think, are if I read them right, they're sort of like a druid. They're more of a nature. And I think they have like a little spirit companion that they use too. But
down there. Where are the ears?
The Arcasters seemed kind of neat. What I had seen of them.
There we go. No, classes before skills.
Pearls before swine.
Actually, the druid one sounds more like this Chimera one.
Okay, I was gonna. I knew there was one of them that was like a druid. I thought it was the Arcaster.
There's an Arcaster, a Chimera, and the Primal
Savage
Warrior, but you're also allowed to use any of the vanilla DCC classes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thief, level attack 0, crit die, D10 on table 2. Bloop. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself while I'm doing stuff. Where is...
Excuse me.
Oh God, the Arcaster is a hippie.
Yeah.
Out of desperate hunger, he ate from a patch of wild mushrooms.
He said he was considering being a wizard, and I said a wizard, a vulture wizard. That would basically be a Skeksis.
Not necessarily. Not until the
corruption sets in.
Okay, and now I need the. Here we are. Thief skills by level and alignment.
Put the corpse pile in there.
Son of a gun.
While this is all going on too, with the deaths of those two bearcocks, say it quickly so they don't notice. The rest of that, the organic stuff on the cavern, does begin dissolving its way off too.
Yay!
But again, Templeton is nowhere to be seen.
Yes, but the cavern is
Max about what he saw down there because the rest of us weren't there.
Well, I found a bunch of shredded cloth, and nothing fit me, so I left it there. I mean, you're all welcome to go take a look, but really, I don't think it's worth our time. I mean, it did look like a nest of some kind, and it did smell of rodents, but very low rent. Very low rent.
The sheets automatic thing for cast spell from scroll doesn't recognize the entry in the book, so when we get to it, I'll just have to look it up again.
About it being based on your alignment?
Yeah, it says D12, but I can't put D12 in the sheet.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
That's fine. Probably only have 4 bolts left in my crossbow.
That's actually kind of weird because this is supposed to be set up for DCC, but it doesn't have the DCC dice that you can roll with unless you make them
It's
yourself.
close. Level 1.
When the meat retreated, did my bolt fall out of the ceiling?
Yeah, actually.
That's the other question.
Yay.
Did the bolt that we pulled out of Argent's ass, is that wrecked?
No, both of your crossbow bolts are still usable.
I had marked it off, but Argent's not happy.
I imagine not.
Thankfully, we're not taking him with us for a while.
Clever girl.
Thief titles by alignment. I'm a beggar. I don't think we're gonna do that. Thieves survive. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, so you are going with the Arcaster.
What, me?
Yeah, I figured. Might as well.
Did I share a full copy of this book in the chat, or I don't think I did because it was too large?
No, I believe it's in Discord. The Primal Tales book? I think so.
No, the full book.
Oh, that? Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Alright, we'll get to that later then. You, all of your spells and things are randomly rolled anyway, so.
Oh, for Arcaster?
Yeah, and cleric when we get to melody.
Okay, we'll get those out of the way here real quick.
Bookkeeping the game.
Yeah.
I know it covered languages in here, didn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. What the heck?
Sometimes I'm talking to myself, I'm sorry.
Sometimes. Not all times, but sometimes. So you have Find Spirit Familiar, which is in the book.
Casting time, 1 entire evening.
Yeah, finding a familiar is a huge effort.
So it just, like he said, he's gonna turn into Nutsy essentially too.
What, with the crossbow?
It has a delirious effect on the Arcaster's ability to learn spells from other sources. So you're just, like you said, you're a stoner that's just with a crossbow. Well, you don't have the crossbow, I guess, but
No, because Nutsy's the
Yeah.
vulture with the crossbow. Yes, sir, Sheriff, sir. Now I know why your mama named you Nutsy. I can't really do that one. That's one. We're gonna have to have a remedial watch of
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
Okay.
Because every time I see that at the cat place where it says furry movie night, I'm like, wait, what? Oh, they're watching movies with dogs.
Yes, not exactly. Not the other way around.
Most of the dog movies teach them bad habits.
No. They're sitting with actual dogs watching movies.
Yeah, but wouldn't they show them like movies with dogs in them?
Maybe.
Depends.
Beethoven.
Oh, jeez. So we could work on the spirit quest, and then do you want... So yes, Templeton's nowhere to be found in here. Were you wanting to look around the rest of the cave, or what was the plan?
I mean, we might as well, right?
Oh, shoot. That's not what I meant to edit.
Oops.
I was editing the thing about echolocation. Give me a minute. I'm going to spam the chat for a second.
Uh-oh.
Just ignore me.
Why would you do that? Whoa.
Sorry. I'm just
psychoflexing.
I'm testing my good for you.
There we go. I'm spitting. Did you really have to do that?
Yes, I did.
You are such an ass of the highest order. Oh. I can't say that though because Anima beat you to it, and that's probably why you did it.
What, did he?
Yes, a little while ago. Before combat. It's up there. I saw it. I just didn't say anything about it because I wasn't gonna promote that kind of behavior. But
well, I could roll 1d420 or 4d20, but I've never enjoyed that particular joke.
Jesus. At any rate,
0 for backstab. I can't disguise myself. Well, I could, but I'd get nothing for it. I'm really going to blend in real well with the wings.
Which side were you looking to? Were you checking first?
Both of them had bearcocks in them.
Yes. Or bearcocks came out of them. Yes.
So we need to get our extra tokens off the board here. Well, once we pick our main.
Oh, you don't have to yet. What was that?
Did we loot any nuggets?
If you want to try and get anything from the bodies, that's entirely possible. I don't know if you could find the nugget or nuggets on one of these, but
Anima's gonna go wander down that chamber.
And, he's already going on your spirit quest. He's meandering off by himself.
I thought I might find some mushrooms.
At the back of that hallway, there are four gonna say they're a little bit bigger than like a volleyball. Not a volleyball. Geez, wrong sport. A softball.
Jeez.
Yeah. um. They're kind of a ruddy red colored egg that are, you know, huddled up in a pile.
Anima calls to Max. Max, are you hungry, dude?
Okay.
Max comes running, of course.
Jesus. The everybody else, I'm assuming, hears the call as well, but
I mean, they come looking, but there's largely.
if you wish to do anything with them, they do appear to be. You would assume that these are bear cock eggs.
Max lifts up one of the eggs and kind of weighs it in his paws.
It seems to be, even for its size, it's very dense feeling. And there's, of course, like matted up bear fur in the corner, kind of making a makeshift nest for them.
So Max does his best to chew off like the very top of the shell so he doesn't spill any of the
Okay.
the egg.
Again, it's got the shell is seems to be fairly thick. It's I mean, it looks like a weird abomination, like half earth sign, half.
So we've got
bird.
embryonic.
Yes.
That's good eating.
It's a fertilized egg that whatever was in there is
wouldn't
not
have
coming
any
to
fur
term.
feathers on it. So.
Well, I didn't say it did I?
No, I'm just saying it's probably good eating right now as an embryonic.
Slurp it up.
Some people eat that.
Yep.
And certainly jackals and
vultures.
Vultures don't care that much.
Hey, that's being stereotyping now.
I'm civilized. I stand outside with the porch light on and I get my dinner. Eat bugs like a normal person.
Just like like a normal person.
So if Max can get through the shell, then he definitely just chugs the contents of the egg.
Yeah.
Chug it.
There's a lot of just raw eating in this game. What the?
Sorry.
Primal
I guess
tales.
it's there in the name, of course.
So.
I mean, it's a different taste. It's not bad. It is. It's not necessarily egg. It's not necessarily chickeny. But it is. It's delectable. You almost can't get enough of it.
Delicacy.
Exactly.
So Anima sees Max really enjoying this, and he's looking at the rest of the eggs, and he's feeling just a tiny bit conflicted.
I was gonna say
eggs, but normally that wouldn't bother him, but I don't know, just today he's feeling a little strange. And he takes the biggest of the 3 eggs that are left and stows it in whatever kind of pack or whatever he's carrying.
Okay.
And lets Max just devour the rest of them.
All right. I'll put that under. I need to make sure I'm writing this correctly.
You can call them whatever you want, but
Well,
you know what they're gonna call them.
Yes,
So.
this is BEAR.
Yes, bear isn't a burden.
Yes. Well, I guess in some cases it could be a burden as well. Now what? Okay, so there's that in that tunnel, and if you go over to the other side, there doesn't seem to be anything in it. No goop, no nothing.
Does anyone have any sort of tracking skills? They might be able to figure out where Templeton went to.
What did everybody sort of become? Thief?
Max has, and what he has is enhanced smell, sense of smell. Just primally. Dr. Disselmoss is gonna check down here. Dr. Moth.
So sure, Max will take a sniff around and see if he can figure out anything. So +1d scent hearing.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be a D24 is what you would roll.
D24,
yeah.
D24.
Like I said, doesn't seem to be anything else down in this area.
Alrighty.
Like at all, it seems cleansed.
Huh.
A 3.
Seriously?
Good lord.
I guess I had some yolk up my nose.
Yeah, all you can smell and taste right now is egg.
Oh god. Through the hex and borks.
You gave us eggs.
I did.
All right?
I didn't.
You got 2 scavengers. Actually, Moonwallow might have gotten in on that if he hadn't been feeling under the weather at the moment.
He hadn't been bleeding out of his back.
He's an omnivorous dinosaur, so...
Yeah. He's... Templeton, there's no sign at all of him.
Well, I missed out on those eggs.
He wouldn't have liked them, they're fresh.
That's true. That is true. A rotten egg is a terrible thing to waste. And it's a regular stink bomb. But yeah, nothing else.
Shoot.
What's that?
We need to roll whatever the die is for our class too to get more hit points. Which I think for a thief is a D4, but
thieves are D6.
Oh shoot! How nice! Yeah. I have a whopping 6 hit points.
Huzzah! Our caster, I think, is a 6. I mean, a 4. Our casters are a D4, yeah.
Okay, those are D. When they come out with another one of these, I do want to get the next book.
Did you add 2 to my hit points?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Actually, no. Add 3, because your stamina bonus you get.
Oh yeah.
Your stamina bonus also adds per level.
I apologize. I had a -1 stamina, so I have a whopping 5 hit points, which is still better. I wasn't looking.
Okay.
Did you add 3 instead of 2 then?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no, my connection's been interrupted.
I saw that too. I was gonna say, I was still hearing.
Oh no,
Well,
now I'm
yeah,
not
I got
fine.
a pop up that says your connection's been interrupted.
You may want to check our status site for more information. Development, all of its, real-time sync shard 02 is
And
a...
there it's gone. Must have been something with Roll20 again.
Yeah, well, whatever.
They're losing data again. But, like I said, everything else in the cave, it doesn't seem to be... It's all rocky now. There's no goop anywhere else.
Okay.
So at least
this place has been...
Yes. The sanctity of this place has been fouled. I did not want to do that. So... You all were there. And had to head back to... Excuse me. I made a throw up.
Fire.
Beg pardon? Sorry?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm eating chocolate again.
Chocolatey goodness. Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery bully. I need that. Come here. Oh, so severe. So are you, do you want to stick around in the cave for a while, or head on back, or what's up? What would you like to do?
I think we should go get Argent and Mary some better medical attention. At the very least.
That seems like a good idea. Yeah.
I'm wondering if that rat went back to our town or if he left for good. Or found another place to go.
Well, you're sort of from the map that you got from the farm, from Wilbur. You are sort of halfway between the farm and it's called Farmingham is the name of the closest actual like village settlement.
Mm-hmm. Because we're south of Oakmore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is on the bigger map because
realm as known.
Templeton told you that he was from the south there in the Pasture Hill, the hilly area there, and like I said, the area that this cave was in was closer down to Farmingham, so you're about halfway travel distance either way. The only thing I can really kind of say as far as that goes is you don't necessarily have a whole lot of medical supplies, I guess. Or,
we're out of bandages.
Yeah. And there's I suppose a chance that you might be able to resupply or find.
Yeah, we cleaned out where we came from.
Yeah.
All right, we'll press on to new territory then.
Okay. There's hex paper. I can't zoom in. This is not working. Why is that not Ah, there we go.
Did you want to try and do a lay on hands kind of thing?
What, with bright spots?
Yes.
What is Mary's alignment?
Looks to be lawful.
Lawful.
Okay.
Or if you want to
really
rule
matters.
that you might
I
not...
forgot I was neutral.
If you wanted to rule that you might not necessarily know how to do that yet, that's possible too.
Well, what's the action die for lay on hands? It's a d20, right?
Yeah, it's just whatever your action die,
And I add my personality to that?
That's correct.
Okay, hold on.
And you're essentially trying to roll a 20 or over.
Seriously?
Yes. Sorry, a 12 or over.
There you go. So that would be a...
It says on your sheet, if you're same alignment, you heal for 2 dice. If you're adjacent or opposed...
adjacent alignment, she's neutral.
Okay, so
that's,
yeah.
Mary needs to roll her hit die. Is she still level 0 or level 1 or what?
Yeah, do you know what class you would want Mary to be?
I mean, some sort of warrior class. I would
so
think.
That's a D12. I'm sure they're both D12s.
I think, yeah, Primal Warrior and Warrior, I think, are both D12. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, one
Man,
hit point
you just
back
cannot
is better.
write.
One hit point back is better than none. Yeah, both types. Should try the same thing on Argit.
Okay.
Can I just... There we go. Oh, nice. So that's roll...
At level 1, you basically can't heal more than whatever your level is of dice, so...
Well, whatever Argit's hit points are, because I didn't roll them, but he is at full. Because there's no way that he has more than
1?
12 hit points. Let me open up Argit's sheet and roll him some HP while I'm at it.
That Savage Warrior class would be not too bad at all, but...
Alrighty.
Oops. Okay. So everybody is as healed up as they're going to get for the time being. Are you still going to farm ham?
Well, we've run the medical supplies out from where we came from, and we don't really need to do anything up there. Unless when we run back we find more of those meatball monsters, but we came from where we thought they came from, so...
Oop. Yeah, Farmingham would be basically the map that you have on the yellow paper. That's essentially the map that you have now.
Okay.
Farmingham is like right... Yeah, Well, you've seen the bigger one, but that was one that he was kept at the farmhouse. But Farmham, like I said, is like right at the southernmost edge of the map that you folks would have. If that is indeed where you are going, come on.
Every time I look up where it says confluence, I keep reading that as cornflake.
Cornflakes. Well, when in Rome. sorry. We'll go towards... I'm trying to find the page in the book here. Did you have some sort of idea for what, what kind of deity or cleric Melody was going to follow?
Melody follows Iona, the protector of the helpless, and her holy symbol is a small wooden carving of a kitten.
Okay.
That's because Melody's got a 3 strength, so...
I'm gonna say you've got...
I'm gonna add
your spells would be Blessing, Holy Sanctuary, and...
I'll put together a thing later. Okay.
I would say Protection from Evil? Makes sense, yeah.
Oh, pardon me. I apologize. I don't know what momentum is, but it says I have 10.
Momentum?
Don't know. No, with the manifestation, ooh. I roll that every time. Or that's how they manifest every time.
Yeah, that's just actually what happens when you cast your spell, yes.
No, I know that, but do I roll it every time?
You only roll it. You roll it the first time, yeah, and it's set.
Okay.
Do you want to do that real quick?
Yeah, since you've got it right in front of you.
For Blessing, it's a D4.
D4?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, boop, son of a gun.
The rest of this episode will probably be mostly a bookkeeping episode, if that's all right.
Yeah.
And then we'll get you to...
It'll be a little bit to level up.
We'll get you to Farmham and take off from there. 3, the target that you cast on has... it says an angelic crown, but I kind of want to go with a cat ear thing.
Angelic cat ears. She's not a cat deity. She's a protector of the helpless. Kittens are just
so happens to be the deity, or the idol, or whatever.
Holy Sanctuary.
Holy Sanctuary has another D4.
Okay,
the target glows. Your choice, whatever color, I suppose.
That's fine.
And protection from evil is a D3. 2. A soft shimmering aura, almost like heat radiating.
Did you do the ones for anima spells?
Yes, we can do that.
Since this is the thing that takes the most time is usually spells.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna assume you're all heading towards Farmham, and
yeah, I am.
Yeah, not to speak for everyone, but I'm assuming you're wanting to keep the group of people that are playing the game together.
Let's split the party first thing. Split it so bad we have to game on different nights.
Yes, different nights, alternating Tuesdays. You get custody on Wednesdays and Fridays. But just to kind of do a little bit of the Vision Quest thing for you, I suppose. 1 second here. I'm reading up here real quick. I'm sorry. Give me a moment. So to become You have the one spell, Find Spirit Familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Are you wanting to cast it at night to basically become your class? Okay. So what you have to do is, it says here, you have to at least spell burn 1 point of an ability. What that means is you have to take at least 1 point of temporary stat damage, and you can spend more points than that if you want, but it has to all be from one stat, and you can't go any lower than 3.
Is it temporary?
It is
temporary. It might
temporary.
have been permanent.
If you bungle it, it's permanent.
It can be permanent, but but not normally. You're able to just like heal it over time through normal rest or normal means. You can also you can't spend luck and spell burn. It has to be one or the other. But to cast that spell, it says you have to spend at least 1 point of spell burn damage to yourself, but you can spend more. By spending more, you add to the number you'll roll for your result.
Yeah,
so you
target number is at least a 12.
Yeah, you need to at least get a 12 for the spell to work. So, like,
right, let's burn.
For example, if you wanted to, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh well, I was just gonna say, for example, you could spend 10 points of your stamina and add 10 to whatever you roll if you wanted to.
Holy God, though. Jeez.
But you, like I said, you have to spend at least 1.
I mean, seems like that would be pretty safe. So okay, we'll do that then.
Spend all 10?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Like I said, I'm not telling you have to. I'm just letting you know that's something you can do. It definitely affects your roll.
If it's temporary, that's fine.
So make your...
If it's not, then this would be interesting.
Make sure you change your current down to 3 then. And what you'll do is roll a d20 and add 10 to it.
Nice. So 23.
Okay.
The Arcaster summons a strong spirit to act as their familiar. The familiar has 1d3 plus 3 hit points and a +1 bonus to armor class, which the Arcaster also receives. The spirit familiar watches over the Arcaster when he or she sleeps, silently waking them if dangerous creatures come within 30 feet. The familiar can occasionally alert the caster to upcoming danger, giving them a 1d5 on initiative check 1 time per day.
That's neat.
The spirit familiar also adds power to the Arcaster's natural weapon, increasing its damage 1 die. The spirit guides the Arcaster's training. Whenever they gain a new spell, they may make a luck check. If successful, they may choose 1 new spell instead of rolling randomly. On a failed check, they must accept the random roll.
Okay, well, that's nice.
And you'll need to roll a d14 to find out what your spirit animal is.
Yeah, what your animal will be.
You have a lynx.
Huzzah! Cat and bird combo.
Nice.
I'm sorry, 12 is fantastic. A spirit shark following you around is just awesome.
Just swimming in the air.
No, it's a spiritual animal. So it could just like swim behind you the whole time.
Well, that's the thing. No one else would be able to see it though, so you just be having a baby shark moment all the time. Leave me alone.
Shush.
No.
No baby shark.
No baby shark.
Let me mark this page here.
So you've got all that. We'll roll up, or I'll get the stats and stuff for it rolled up there too. But the armor bonus you'll get, and everything else there. doesn't say what exactly the luck check would. Oh, so you just if you for your spells, for one of your spells, go ahead and make a luck roll. Try and get under your 11 on a d20.
All right.
Blah.
Bummer.
Shoot. So instead, can you try doing? See if you can do roll d27. If that even works. I don't see why it wouldn't, but
I guess. Yeah, but let me roll a d69, so...
that's right. 420, no scope. Okay, a 24. That is, if you're... best thing to go with would be wizard, I assume. Familiar would work for spirit animal. You can put links there. I am unfamiliar with what the heck momentum is.
It's okay then, it's just... It might be a thing from another zine. Don't worry about it.
Do you want to put these in on your character sheet for him?
Sure.
Okay, it should be on there now. I like I said, the closest thing, I click wizard for your character, so it does have a spot on the bottom for add spell and everything. So your first spell, like I said, is spider climb.
Spider climb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do d27 again. You're going to do this 2 more times. I think. Yes. Miss Heathen, you do get another spell. I'm sorry. We'll do that here in a second.
What, for the cleric, I thought I only got 3.
No, it's 4. It's
Alright.
4 for both.
Oh, well, it seems...
I thought it was
excessive.
3 also. A 20 is read magic. 2 more.
Read magic, you said?
Yes, that's correct. Seven is comprehend languages.
Ooh.
You're very scholarly, Vulture, now all of a sudden. Oop. 16 is the... This is the big one. You got magic missile. Hooray.
Nice.
Yes, very pew pew. I need to see. I saw it say something about... Okay, our casters can add their luck bonuses to corruption checks.
Nice. Yeah, magic in this system is a little bit,
Oh, it's overpowered.
when you mess up, you take permanent corruption damage to your body,
You mess up
which
big time.
manifests in a lot of different ways. Extra eyeballs being a favorite.
Tentacles, all the like. Okay, now we'll go down the list. What was your first spell? Was magic missile? I think in alphabetical order would have been your first one.
Comprehend languages.
Comprehend.
Going alphabetically.
That's right. Sorry. Yeah, just so we can. I don't have to flip back and forth through the book. For your manifestation, roll a d4. This is what actually happens when... What effect happens when you, Boop. A 2. Okay, for comprehend languages, whatever text you're reading will glow. So that can attack to darkness.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll put that under effect and notes, and then for the mercurial effect,
You said whatever text I'm reading will what?
glows.
Okay.
And then roll D100 for your mercurial effect. This is what you do that makes this spell special when you cast it. Come on, snuffs out 1,000 lives. A 9. It's called Anima Drain.
Seriously?
Oh my god. The wizard suffers corruption every time you cast the spell, regardless of spell check, unless you spell burn. So call it Anima Drain, or write Anima Drain under there too. And
for Magic Missile?
No, for comprehend languages. So anytime you try and read a language, you don't know what it says, unless you spell burn like you did for your spirit familiar thing, you will take automatic corruption. Which just for example, as a minor corruption, you can what do we got here?
Minor corruption, get kids to smoke.
Character's facial appearance is permanently disfigured according to the magic you were summoning. So you'd have like writing all over your face like someone sharpied you or something. One of the character's legs grows 1d6 inches, but the character now walks with an odd gait. And so forth. Okay, next spell would be... Now it would be Magic Missile, correct? If I can get to... Okay. Roll a d10 for manifestation, please. And then a D100 again. Your magic missile is a black beam that you project. And an 84 is Energy Burst. Christ. When successfully casting a spell, the wizard is surrounded by a burst of energy. Roll 1d6. A 2. You crackle with electricity, which arcs to the nearest enemy within 10 feet and causes 1d6 damage. So, whenever you cast Magic Missile, if it's successful, not only do you do the Magic Missile, but somebody nearby you gets shocked.
Everybody ground yourself. The wizard's casting.
Oh.
That's energy burst, electricity. Okay.
Stand near the enemies when doing that, please.
Yeah.
AOE.
Well, it does. For what it's worth, it does say nearest enemy within 10 feet. So.
Oh.
I thought it said target too.
The magic in this system tends to be sort of unforgivingly fire-ish.
Fire and forget.
Like, you know, you're messing with stuff you shouldn't, so you will be punished when you need to be.
What was the next one here?
Too bad it's only one enemy, it sounds like.
Well, Magic Missile in itself can be pretty much like, Robotech Missile Volley. Thousands of missiles if you roll high enough, too, so... Don't worry, you can shoot it at multiple people just by that. The lightning is just a slap on the wrist compared. Read magic again will be a D4 and then a D100, please.
Okay.
This is. I hope this is not too riveting for everyone. I'm having
Screw
fun.
'em. They're here for tabletop night. There is a lot of math involved.
Well, this stuff is actually funny. Like I said, I laughed my ass off at the fact that Aaron's elf, his read magic spell, not only was its manifestation like 1,000 people on a world he has no idea exists die, but he also had that electricity effect. So he was using it as an attack spell. And just killing, just committing genocide all the time.
Outhouse and killing an entire planet.
Yes. But like I said, it was hilarious. It's like I even put a post up on Facebook about it. I was like, you know, you're hardcore when you're trying to learn a language and you're just committing mass murder for doing it. Read magic.
I forgot how this recipe goes again. Let me just look this up again.
No. There's a lot of glowing stuff with this. Your eyes glow when you do read magic, and 96 is instead powerful caster. So instead of rolling your normal action die, you roll the next die up. So you'd roll a d24 for it. So eyes glow and powerful caster, which on read magic is kind of. If you would have gotten that for magic missile, then I would have been crap in my drawers.
All right.
And then the last one would be spider climb. You've got a D4 and D100. Yes, please.
My butt glows.
Another one. Manifestation is 4 extra spider-like limbs sprout out of your torso.
Ugh.
It's either that or your hands and feet ooze a sticky goo, so take your poison, I guess.
That's definitely better.
And then a 21.
Goes well with that wall climb.
A 21. This would have actually gone well with the oozing stuff. Corrosive touch. The casting of the spell causes a randomly determined item of iron or steel to corrode and pit in a 15-foot radius. The item is corroded by casting, is always of dagger size or larger, and chosen at random. If you voluntarily hold or touch a metal item of the appropriate size while casting, the object is destroyed and no other. So I've got a bag of like pots and pans.
Wait, how big of an object could we use that to get past like iron bars or to get out of a jail?
Well, it says it's got to be dagger sized or larger. So there you go.
Maybe what about a padlock? You could grip the padlock.
Yeah, there you
exactly.
Go.
And then you've just got to worry about hiding the 4 spider legs coming out of your torso after that.
Yeah, I was excited for a second. I'm like, corrosive touch, and I've got 4 extra legs. Man, I'm just gonna go nuts on somebody with
touch
that.
Everything.
It's like the E-Honda 100-hand flap, except with corrosive.
Okay, there's that. Ugh. That's the that's the trade-off. Unfortunately, you do have a negative to your casting. Go figure.
Mm.
But at the moment, your level evens it out, so you're just rolling a d20 because you're the when you're casting a spell, it's whatever your spell casting ability is, the modifier for it plus your level. So you're adding 1 plus the -1, and it's net 0. So Uh-oh. So everybody makes it to the town of Hogsville. Hogham.
Hogsville's a different area.
Yes.
I think. Hog's Face.
Hog's Face, yes. The city of Townsville. Farmingham, rather. This is an actual town, so there is that. Hang on.
Shoot.
I need to use the restroom. I'm sorry. I will be back in just a moment.
Okay.
Pretty kitty. Uh-oh. What is being said? I'm afraid to be said.
No, I'm just doing all the bookkeeping. I think I'll start with my cleric.
Uh-oh.
I know we're all excited about my lisping thing, but... I'll come around. Maybe she'll gain 1 point of strength and be at a 0 instead of a neg.
How is that exactly? Oops. Okay. Uh-oh. My phone was not working. Which is odd. It always works. Never times. Bloop. Bleep. Blop. No. Why? In... Is it Farmingham? This is... a legitimate settlement. With buildings and everything. Kinda as the name suggests, there are quite a few outskirted larger farms on the way up to the actual city, or village rather, sorry. There we go. Did you want to try to find some actual... Well, you said you wanted to find, like, supplies or whatever for...
I don't remember ever rolling, our initial money.
Gear?
Our level 0 money, I don't remember rolling it, by the way.
Money. Ew.
I think it's like a D10 of copper or something. It's not that much. Or it comes with our profession, something like that.
Yeah. Hang on. Here, I'm finding it. Do 5d12. I mean, if you guys just want to pool your money,
Sure.
It's 5d12, and then just multiply that by 6, I guess, for a copper.
Will we pool all of our money?
If that's what you're doing. Otherwise multiply it by 3, I guess, because it's 5d12 copper is what everybody starts with.
All right. Let's not make it quite so. Okay.
And I believe you guys each got your occupation trade good, but you still would need to roll for your individual equipment.
No, we did that already, or at least I did. All 3 of my guys have that. I don't know.
Okay.
If you,
I don't recall doing that with Anima. But I might be wrong.
What are we talking about?
You, for your occupation, you have a trade good, and then you also have a piece of random equipment. And, mine already had those filled out. I didn't know if he did that with yours.
Nah.
I got something. My, Anima has a bald ram, because I was allowed to pick, like, a farm animal.
Nah, you only got the trade good from your occupation. You still need to do your equipment. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's a D24. You'll just once for each of your characters.
That'll be for Anima.
Anima has let me see here. 2 weeks worth of rations.
Wasted on a buzzard.
Well, I was gonna say, what better person to have him, I guess. Did you know that that a vulture's urine and fecal matter is actually antiseptic?
I don't know who was brave enough to try that out. Well, it kind of makes sense because they have to be immune to pretty much everything.
Well, that's it's
or their gut flora or whatever destroys pretty much everything.
I can't remember what
would suck if they got salmonella.
I can't remember what the heck I had read that I saw that, but let's see. That is, I'm guessing that's for Mary. That's a lantern. Which that's 10 gold. Jeez, that's big money there. Only thing more valuable than that is the chain.
Chain.
21 is a small sack for your.
It's
small sack for your bear cock.
Yes, your bear cock eggs.
It's made of natural hemp fibers. And do I list my money under treasure?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was just assuming you were going to.
They got the coins right next to the treasure on the sheet.
I assumed you're all just pooling money together as with your characters, so.
Okay.
Oops. So with that in mind, you were, like I said, wanting to try and find some sort of a chemist or whatever, I suppose.
Yep.
Oh, uh-oh. Perhaps a place to lodge.
Okay.
Okay, which first?
I think we should go see a Sawbones.
Yeah.
Okay. So, through... Oops. Through general questioning and just kind of sussing it out, you get a idea of where the local healer would be for excuse me, for Farmingham. You go up and someone's knocking on the door, I'm assuming. And this
they actually both are at full hit points. I'd forgotten that.
Oh well, I mean that's up to you if you're.
But
like
I certainly do need more bandages.
I assume that's what you were after, not necessarily getting the any more healing done per se.
Like I said, you remember I have the attention span of a mayfly.
Nope. A who fly? Cornflakes.
Attention span of a cornflake, yes. If we're gonna be just going with our main characters, Dr. Moss can, while waiting in the town, set out his shingle, start looking for new patients.
Okay.
I can't guarantee while he's working here he'll ever get any comprehensible local rumors, because he will ask questions when your mouth is full, but...
So what do you do for a living?
Oh, that's interesting. Do you like that?
Do you like that? You're not speaking with enough of the lisp.
I have chocolate in my mouth and I don't want it all over my
I don't
microphone.
want it on the Okay, fair enough. But you knock on the door, and the door opens, and there's actually a rather short, fairly petite mouse woman that comes out with a she has on it's a fairly pristine white like not scrubs, but you know what I mean, kind of physicians of the time. Excuse me.
Like a smock?
Yeah. You know, bonnet keeping your hair back.
Yeah.
And
apron.
The little mask, apron, exactly.
There we go.
And she's like, "Yes, what can I do for you?" Excuse me. Yes?
Oh, pardon the interruption.
Cat got your tongue, does it? I love that joke.
Dear. Mouse puns.
Yes.
I need to purchase some healing supplies. I've run out of bandages. I wondered if you could spare some for a few copper.
Oh. Well, certainly. I don't recommend in-home surgeries, mind you, but I'm not opposed to...
Well, if it helps, we're usually not at home when we get
We're
hurt.
not home when we need them. Oh, God, I'm dying here. Jeez.
Sorry.
This is horrible. No, this is brought on by myself. I'm slowly dying.
We're not letting Dr. Moss speak for the party, because he'd probably start questioning her credentials. And he's good at his job, but he's not a nice person.
I was gonna say, is Dr. Moss actually like? Well, he is a DDS, so
yeah.
Did he actually? Where did he go to learn how to yank people's teeth out?
Doctor of Dental Surgery.
Where did you go to get your doctorate? Correspondence.
He was trained by the last guy who was the dentist for the town.
So I was gonna say, so it's just the diploma has just got the names like X'd out and rewritten on it.
Yeah, kind of.
Just white out. Um, but yes, once you all come in, please, wipe off your feet if you don't mind. But she kind of takes off her cotton gloves and throws them in a little bin with piles of white and some stained clothing in it too, with seems to be more likely blood. And she
Anima and perches on the roof.
I bet you make the mouse woman very comfortable.
Yeah. She's joking about her own mortality with cat and everything. So,
while you're looking for the supplies, I wonder. We lost track of a friend of ours. He's a rat named Templeton. He's a little worse for wear recently because he had a run-in with something nasty that we helped him with.
Oh, that rotten, dirty. I would steer clear of that. Steer clear of that riffraff if I were you. He's nothing but trouble. It's been weeks since he's been in Farmham, but he's always skulking about the place. It's been, as I said, weeks since he's last been seen in Farmingham, but he's definitely nothing but trouble.
What has he done?
Oh, he's riff-raff. He's always, bothering my help, bothering the customers. He's always I don't think the rascal's worked an honest day in his life. Stealing from the help and everything. He's just no good. Lord only knows what else he gets into that I don't even know about. But sorry. Here's how many
Do you want me to just roll a d6 or something?
What's that?
You want me to just roll a d6 or something?
For
how many bandages I can get from her?
Oh, that'll work. Yeah.
Oh.
One.
That won't get me very far. Can I at least get 3 or 4?
She pulls out. She's, I've been busy with the Sampsons, because she's actually kind of a veterinarian of sorts too. With the Sampsons, they've had issues with wolves getting into their flock, and I've had to patch up a few of them. The good news is, come harvest season, I'll actually get some more wool to make more of this for more bandages. But unfortunately, I only have 1 bolt of cloth left to make fresh, medical surgical grade bandages. There you go. Essentially, I can provide you enough for, let's say, 4 decent sized poultices.
Alrighty.
Is there
sterile sheep are hard to come by?
Well, no, it's just like I said. She's just out of. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate that. And the watch.
The chat.
What's that?
Who followed? I closed the chat.
Oh, of course it doesn't say in the chat box. Go figure.
No, it'll say in your.
The thing.
Yeah, in your. Oh no, you don't use Streamlabs OBS.
I do not,
that's right. It'll say on Moobot.
I muted. Befozone.
BEEFOZONE.
BFOZONE. They are now following on Twitch. I'm sorry.
unless you've got a time machine. Okay, I'm not doing this correctly.
Beef ozone, like the cows are destroying the ozone layer.
Yeah,
I'll find him later. Okay, I'll find him later and follow him back. But thank you very much for the follow.
Say yeah, we'll check. Oh, if anybody's watching again, feel free to chime in on chat or whatever you would like to do. So, if you have questions or anything of the like.
Questions, comments. Anyone have a mint?
Yes. But yeah, like I said, there's been a rather nasty wolf problem, and they've kind of put stymied any new.
How much would she like
production.
for these?
Oh. What do we say? 15 copper for the lot.
15?
Yes.
I will give her 25 just to help her out with her.
Bless your heart there.
I have the calculator out because I'm stupid as hell.
I definitely appreciate.
It's a professional courtesy mostly. Open the calculator.
But
107 copper left.
I'm assuming you did say you saw Templeton, or?
Well, I'll tell you, we're not actually friends.
Oh, well.
We're from a farming community up north, and he came towards our village being attacked by something in the air, and we rescued him basically. And then wanted to make sure that none of these other creatures would come towards our village, so we followed him back to where he said they were from. And we cleared out that cavern, but he disappeared.
Most of that sounds very correct.
To actually be helping us.
Oh, I don't think. Again, I don't even know if he knows how to defend himself if he had to. That's why he's always, I don't know, slinking around from place to place. But I'm are you talking about the old Wilbur place?
Oh yes, Wilbur's fine, by the way.
Oh, and my great grandmother, she was a hand for the old hog ages ago before.
He's as I don't want to say ornery, but as sharp as ever. There we go.
There were many stories to be told about the old hogger, but it's good to know he's still hanging in there, so to say. Were you planning on staying in Farmingham for a while, or are you returning home?
I suppose it depends on
there's not many
what we find to do here. I've been chosen, I suppose, by Iona, the protector of the helpless.
Oh.
I don't necessarily want to use the word vocation, but I certainly think that I have a duty to get out into the world and help whom I can. So if if work finds me in Farmingham, then is it Farmingham?
Yes.
Okay. If work to do finds me in Farmingham, then I'll stay here. And if I'm called elsewhere, I'll go on. I think one of my friends actually would like to stay here for a while. He's a dentist. And, he can't resist a mouthful of rotten teeth, and
well, I'm sure he'd be able to find if he can convince them to let him operate. Perhaps I'm sure he would find many marks, not marks.
Yeah, that's good enough. But I think we should be getting on to what Anima and Mary and the rest would like to do with their day. We can't stay and chit-chat with the mice for very long.
Aww. Well,
I mean, we could, but we should leave my story and go on with Anima's story if you'd like.
Very well. As I said, thank you very much, and I'm sure you'll be able to find something to keep yourself occupied in Farmingham. Whoops. So yes, Anima in the group what would you enjoy doing?
Oh, I'm sure that Mary is pretty wiped out, so she's interested in finding some lodging. Anima isn't averse to that either after the vision quest and all those mushrooms. He's still pretty sleepy. And I guess by now Max has probably gotten over the food coma from all those eggs. So, I mean, he's not terribly sleepy, but he'll go along with the rest of the group. So may as well try and find some lodgings here in town.
Okay. You're able to track down the one of the let's actually I'm assuming it would be the inn or the lodging area. The whole sheep thing. This is the sleepy sheepy.
Oh, good.
And it's, the sign is like of a sheep with a sheep asleep on that sheep.
How do I?
What was that?
I was trying to mute myself while I popped open a pop.
Oh, did you want to anything like specific you were looking for in your lodging or anything like related to?
Can I have a room near the roof so that the bat can hang out?
Can hang by the rafters?
Kinda, yeah.
Mary just wants a bed that she doesn't overlap, but isn't confident she'll find one.
You pretty much whatever you do, your feet are going to be on the floor, hanging off the end of the bed.
Probably.
I think Arjun can stick his head under his proto wing and anywhere, so
just go to sleep that way. Well, yeah, finding rooms is no real issue.
God, it's a scary looking dinosaur. I keep forgetting.
Were you wanting? Like I said, all the rooms are going to be essentially on the second floor. But did you want a single, like a room for everybody, or just a community or a communal bedding room sort of thing?
I mean, our resources aren't great, so
I was gonna say the communal thing would be less expensive.
Let the Nazgul find us all in one place. It's fine.
There's 4, like I said, community rooms, and 2 of them are pretty booked. All 6 of you fitting into one would be doable, but I don't know if you want to do 2 different 3 beds basically, or how you would want to do it. But each one of the excuse me, each one of these flops is going to be 3 copper a night. That's just for the bed. If you're wanting anything else as far as food and whatnot, that would be additional.
Okay. It does not. I can't make that.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay, yeah.
Just for your an extra copper, bring it up to 4. That'd be enough for the copper per meal. So, however, you need to deduct that off of your funds.
So you said 3 copper a bed and an extra copper per meal. So.
Well, the 3 was for the room. The meal is a copper. Sorry.
Oh, okay. You're making me math.
So basically, 9 copper total for everybody per night.
Okay. I got it. That's
to feed and lodge. I should have just said that to begin with. I guess that's my failing.
I think since we're going to go with my panda, Arjit's going to try joining the local guard while he stays here behind.
Oh, okay.
And that way they'll at least have something they're doing while they're not in the party.
So, other than that, if there's really not much else you're all wanting to do,
just local rumors, basically. Finding the plot hook when we're up and about. Here, plot hook. Here, plot hook. Here.
Well, the mouse doctor did mention about the
wolves. Yeah.
The wolves. And I will be able to get other stuff, but I figured I'd try wrapping it up here real quick since we're almost at 9, and I'm not sure. I don't want to keep Anima out too super late as far as work schedule and whatnot. So, the last thing, like I said, it would kind of go off of the your vision quest. Everybody settles down, has their meal at night, talks about everything that happened, that sort of thing. And then when you go to sleep for the night, Anima, you have a fairly vivid dream of you soaring through the air back to the farm. And when you're at the farm, or when you start to see the farm, there is you see smoke on the horizon, and as you kind of approach it, all of the buildings look very weathered and just beaten down, overgrown, that sort of thing. The smoke is coming from the one of the chimneys of the farmhouse, and all of a sudden the chimney just like explodes, and like all the outbuildings, the doors just fly open, and there's a blackness of like black light that is shooting out of them, and just like a whole sort of very unnerving kind of dome starts to surround the whole area, emanating from the main plantation house. And just as it starts to come out, there is the front door of the plantation house flies open, and a bright yellow illuminated feline jumps out and starts running away from the house, and you catch eyes of it, and it sort of leaps up on those rocks that you found, that outcropping of rocks that you initially found or were fighting that meatball thing from, and it leaps from those and into your arms as you are flying towards the plantation. And once you grasp the thing in your arms, you are jolted awake from cock crowing in the morning. and you're all in the common room.
There weren't any burning hobbits in the vision, were there?
Any what? I'm sorry.
Burning hobbits running around.
No, this wasn't the scouring of that shire.
Oh, too bad.
That's a normal dream for you, though. So.
Happy dreams.
Yes.
Yeah, flashbacks from those mushrooms for years.
Smells like halfling bacon.
If you check, for the egg, I'm not sure where you would have left it at night. It
probably trying to sit on it.
It is actually there. Like, it looks like it's hatched. There's shell, pieces of shell all over, but there does not seem to be anything. Well, I take it back. There is like laying on the shells is that creature that you saw that in your dream, like, jump into your arms.
Is this his spirit friend?
You would assume that that's what this is. Yes.
Okay.
I've got a kitty.
So it's a lynx born from a bear cock egg. What's that?
Just giggling it. I'm a child.
Of course. It's okay. I haven't brought out the no balls yet. That's the gnome kobold hybrid.
Oh dear. Do you mind if I keep your soft cover DCC book in my room?
I suppose not. Just remember that's the one where the pages are out of
Yeah,
order.
but I don't care.
Just as the last thing, do you want to, or did you already do this stuff for your familiar or your spirit companion?
What stuff?
The hit points and that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, you have the book. You could actually write him a sheet while he's off, because that's just more bookkeeping.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. So otherwise, like I said, we're 4 till 9. I was gonna go ahead and stop your adventures
next time
here.
we won't be leveling up for a while, so we won't have as much bookkeeping.
Yeah.
Where is?
Okay.
Boop. And
Well, thank you for the game tonight.
Thank you for the chicken bear hybrid.
Yes.
And
Thanks
the endless hours of amusement.
Thanks for showing up. We had the hiccup last week, but we got one in there again.
Yep.
I think we are still going to try going for every other Tuesday, though. So, unless something happens on my end,
that gives you every week off to do like bookkeeping or map creation and stuff.
Yeah,
if you want to do that.
Assuming they don't, like I said, work doesn't not cooperate. So.
Well, you have like a whole week, so.
Well, like I said, they had the tendency of scheduling me late nights on the nights I really need off.
That's
so.
right. Yeah. We'll
otherwise, I'll go ahead and stop our stream here. And like I said, everybody
Did we have any more experience, or are we just at 10?
We'll keep it at make it another. Give you another 2 for
just on our
role-playing
main
experience
right?
there. Yeah, on whoever you're keeping over.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
I'm gonna have to get some art for my red panda.
And unless there are any other questions, I suppose, like I said, I'll go ahead and shut off OBS and log out of.
Thank you to everybody who came by to watch.
Yes,
I'm sorry it was a bookkeeping
definitely.
sort of a stream this time.
Well, not all of it was. There was plenty of. Come on, you had the bear cock.
Yeah. But
There was
at least
death
we'll have
and
bear
adventure
cock.
What's that?
and egg
At
chugging.
least we'll always have bear cock.
Did you say egg chubbing?
Egg chugging.
Okay.
Egg chugging.
You definitely don't want to chub the bear cock.
Oh God! Stop.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.